I don't need picture ID even to vote. Why? Doesn't that seem silly? You could vote for the president of the United States without a picture ID, but I can't come see a county clerk without picture ID?
Scan you in.
Well, going through a metal detector might be a little bit, that's reasonable, but having to show government ID, that's not reasonable.
It's your license.
Imagine being denied entry to a government building, not because you posed a threat, but because you refused to show ID. That's exactly what happened here in Nassau County, New York. A peaceful journalist, armed only with a camera and the Constitution, is told he could be arrested for simply trying to file a public records request. What unfolds is a clash between policy and fundamental rights. Let's see how it all goes down.
Hi, ma'am.
How are you?
I'm here to see the county clerk.
Okay.
So
Need your driver's license?
I don't have a driver's license.
You don't have it with you, or you don't have one?
I don't have one. I don't have a
You
driver's
have any
license.
picture ID in you?
No, I don't have
Can't
picture
let you
ID.
without picture ID. You gotta have something with a picture. Hi.
But this is a government building, ma'am. Why would I need picture ID to come into a government building?
Because
I don't need picture ID even to vote. Why? Doesn't that seem silly? You could vote for the president of the United States without a picture ID, but I can't come see a county clerk without picture ID?
gotta scan you in.
You could just write my name down.
What are you here for?
I need to see the county clerk.
About what?
I need to do an open records request. I'm a journalist.
All right, just stand over there. Hold on a second.
Yeah, sure, no problem. Apparently you need ID to enter a building. Seems pretty ridiculous.
What is your name?
Ben?
Yeah.
Ben Franklin.
Ben Franklin.
Correct.
What's your date of birth, Ben?
Why do you need my date of birth?
What is your date of birth? Do you want to come in this building?
Yeah, I have business to conduct, ma'am. I just don't see why this is not Nazi Germany. I don't see why I would need to
What's your
give
date of birth? And I need your address.
my address and my date of birth.
Yes.
For what, ma'am? I don't understand. Do you have a supervisor I could speak with?
Yeah.
Do you have a supervisor I could speak
I
with?
have a lot of supervisors.
Okay, can I speak with one of them,
Just wait
please?
outside in the foyer.
I'll wait right here.
No, you're gonna wait outside.
I'll wait right here, ma'am. I'll wait right here. This is ridiculous. Can't get into a public building, get public services.
Sir, please put the phone away, please. You're not allowed to video or tape.
I'm sorry?
Please put it away.
Why
I'm
can't
asking
I
you nicely because there's a sign posted outside that you can't do that in here.
why can't I record in here?
Who are you here to see, the county clerk?
I'm here to see the county clerk. I have business to conduct. I have to do a public records request.
Okay, you could.
I don't okay, that's
What's
what
your
I'm
name?
trying
Are
to
you here to see
do.
anyone?
So I'm just here to see the county clerk to do a open records request.
Sure.
It's a
Okay?
law. It's called Freedom of Information Act.
Absolutely.
As a member of the public, I'm coming in here. I don't have an ID.
Yep. So, yeah, okay, so I'm gonna escort you because you have no ID on you.
Sure, you can do whatever you'd
Okay,
like.
do
You
you
can
have any
escort
ID
me.
on you?
No.
Sir, these are government buildings. Moving forward,
Yeah.
you need ID to get in government buildings.
Well, I don't need an ID to
Moving
pay for
fo-
this government building,
Sir,
right?
as an officer, I can deny you to come into our government
That would be a very
building.
big mistake, though. That would be a big mistake on your
Sir?
part. I'm telling you,
You
it
have
would.
nothing on you. Now,
I just want to make sure I get your name.
Officer Heitman.
Officer Heitman.
So now, if you fall down and get hurt and we have to put you in back of an ambulance, we don't know who you are. Nobody knows who you are. So that's for your safety.
No.
But let's get off
It's
of
not.
that.
It's not. It's not for your. It's not for my safety at all.
So what are we going to do here?
My name is not going to change me
Okay.
being hurt.
Do you have anything on you
I have
that you can show us your name?
no.
So we can let you in.
I don't have anything with my name.
Okay.
I don't have it. I
Hold
want
on.
to.
Please just stay here.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Ridiculous. All right, guys. Well, this is ridiculous.
Put that off.
I'm not turning anything off, ma'am.
You are turning it off.
I'm not turning it off, ma'am. We have freedom of press in this country, ma'am. And you should treat the public with more respect. She is not happy at all. And look, she says for me to turn off my camera. The biggest hypocrites of them all. They're always recording us, but the minute we record them, it's an issue. It's looking like maybe the supervisor has arrived. Right over there.
Hi, sir. This is my supervisor.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, what's up?
Can I get your name?
Say it, or?
Is that Brodsky?
Broad.
Brodsky? See? This is why it's more polite to tell somebody their name. So I can't enter in a public building and conduct services without showing some sort of government ID. That sounds like Nazi Germany to me, not the United States of America. I'm a journalist. I go to buildings all over the country, and I've never been once denied access, public access to a building if I don't have.
This building requires ID.
On whose authority? On whose authority? On what policy? Or is it a law or is it a policy?
It's a policy of this building.
And under whose authority?
It's a county building. It's a policy of the building.
It's a policy of the building?
Of the county. This building needs ID in order to go in. That's why you're going through a metal detector and everything else.
Well, going through a metal detector might be a little bit, that's reasonable, but having to show government ID, that's not reasonable.
It's your license. Okay.
Yeah, that's not reasonable. What if somebody didn't have a license? Like, I don't have a license.
Any form of ID.
So you're telling me that I can't, unless I have some sort of ID, I'm going to be restricted from conducting my lawful business.
What do you need to do?
I need to see the county clerk to do a open records request for the county of Nassau. That's it. Very simple. Wouldn't take me long. Just need to do that. I'm a journalist. I'm gathering content for a story.
So you're a journalist and you carry no ID.
I don't feel like the purpose, ma'am, is that I don't feel like.
So you have your ID on you because you probably drove here. You just don't want to show it.
No, I never said I had my ID on me because I don't have it on me. But it wouldn't matter. I shouldn't need to. No one should need to show their.
Unfortunately, this is the rule of the building. I mean, if you're a journalist,
where is the rule? Where is the rule? Can I see the rule? Can you show me the policy?
You have to show papers for COVID. You have to do this. You have to do that.
Yeah, no, that's not. And I don't agree. I don't agree with that either. But that if you want to do, if you want to do that for a private business, this is not a private business, ma'am. My tax dollars go to fund this. I have a right to be in this building. If you want to say that you guys are for security purposes, you want me to empty my pockets for metal. That's fine. But as far as requiring an ID, can you show me the policy? Where is the policy?
I don't have it on me, but that is the policy.
So you're enforcing a policy that you can't even show me.
Is on there.
You're enforcing a policy you can't even show me.
There's a sign, sir. So you can take that too, please.
Where?
Please have picture ID ready to show the public safety.
Okay, but is that I understand that 100%. I just don't understand that's unconstitutional and unlawful. It's unlawful to require somebody to show an ID to enter in a building that I already pay for. This is a taxpayer-funded ID. I'm trying to conduct business. You don't need an ID to vote for the President of the United States, but yet you need an ID to enter in some county building? That doesn't even make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
This is the policy.
I need to get into the building. This is the building is open, correct?
Building is open.
Okay, the building is open.
So do you have your ID in your car?
No, ma'am. I'm not showing you ID. I have no ID. I have no ID. I have no ID. It doesn't. Who says I drove here?
I'm just asking you.
Okay, it doesn't. But ma'am, that's irrelevant. I need to enter in the building to conduct lawful business, a Freedom of Information Act request, and you're preventing me from that. So because yes, you are. You are preventing me from that, and by preventing, you're opening yourself up to civil litigation, ma'am.
Okay.
You're allowing your job to open you up to some civil litigation.
Why don't you go to the police department and pick it up with them?
I might just.
So please stay here.
I'm gonna wait in the lobby.
Okay,
I'm gonna wait in the lobby.
I'm asking you nicely.
I'm waiting in the lobby. I'm not in the I'm then past security, have I? You're saying I can't wait in the lobby?
No, you can.
Okay, great.
You're just gonna have to wait. Police are coming, you can talk to them.
All right, I'll wait right here. Ma'am, do you know when the policy was enacted?
Yeah, actually a bunch of years ago, when we installed our metal detector.
It became policy to show a driver's license?
Yes. Because we give you a visitor's pass,
Mm-hmm.
it actually holds no information, but what it does is it just put it through the machine, and it gives you a visitor's pass.
Okay.
But they're starting to do it in all schools, libraries, government buildings, all our government buildings. It's nothing new.
Okay.
This machine.
I've yet
to.
it's very new to me. I've never come across anything like it.
Okay, so it's okay.
So-
Moving forward, what we tell you is it's important to carry ID.
Mm-hmm.
Moving forward, because you can't get in anywhere anymore. Now, if you were to get on an airplane,
Mm-hmm.
would you be able to get in without your driver's license?
No, because that's a
Okay.
private company.
Okay.
That's why.
Hi, so we have a gentleman here, and you can talk to him.
Hi, sir. How are you?
What's going on?
Can I just get your name and badge?
My name and badge?
Yeah.
Officer Whiteley.
You have to be outside though, because
459.
that's another rule. You cannot video or do anything in inside
Ma'am,
buildings.
we have freedom of
Be
press in this
outside,
country.
okay?
What happened?
We have freedom of press in this
He has
country, man.
no ID. The signs are all over that say you need to have ID in order to come in the building, you need a license, this and that thing. And that's what it is.
Hey, sir. Can I just get your name and badge number 2?
Ramos 4543.
Thank you, sir.
What are you here for today?
I'm here to see the county clerk,
Okay.
and because I don't have ID and I won't show ID, they're denying me public services.
Okay.
And at that point, I feel like my constitutional rights are being violated by the public safety here. This is a public building. There shouldn't be any special conditions on entering a public building. If they want me to go through the mag, that's fine for security purposes, but my ID doesn't help anything. And they're not showing me any type of policy that would state that I need ID to enter in a building. Because right now they're preventing me from conducting business. I'm trying to get services, an open records request to be specific, from the county clerk here.
Okay.
And by them denying me access to the building,
No, they just need,
it's ridiculous. You need to show ID, but you don't need ID to vote.
Next form of ID, we can even manually put in.
I could just tell you my name. I could just tell you.
And he has nothing more. And that's a procedure. It's been a procedure.
It's an unconstitutional procedure, ma'am.
And there are signs are all over that say.
It's an
must
just
show
because, ma'am,
some
just
type of
just
ID.
because it's been a policy for a long time, that means nobody's come here to challenge that policy, and that's what I'm doing here today. That's exactly what I'm doing here. I'm challenging that policy because it's unconstitutional. That's what it is. No one's ever challenged it before, but I know it's unconstitutional.
No types of
No.
form of ID on you?
No,
Nothing at all.
no.
All right, no problem.
No.
Unfortunately, you just have to leave. And
So-
I know you're trying to set up an appointment. You know, this
I'm not trying to set up an appointment. I'm trying to conduct business.
Okay.
So are you telling me
No,
that if
but you don't have your ID with you.
I don't need, I shouldn't,
They're
I don't
trying
need
to
an
have-
ID.
There's a whole policy that they got going on. So
They're not even
you're
showing me
even
that policy.
following it.
They're not showing me the policy.
They don't need to show your policy. They're letting you know what's going on right now. You see signs right here. Must show.
It's an sir.
When we turn building.
Sir, officer, it's an unconstitutional policy. You and your partner took an oath to uphold the Constitution of the United States.
Yeah, we have
Right
to
now,
say that.
right now, somebody is in violation of that Constitution, and all you're doing is allowing it to happen. You're supposed to be protecting my rights, not enabling people to violate my rights.
No, this is what's going on. You don't have your ID. Obviously, they're trying to have you. You know, if you have your ID or not, they'll let you in, no problem. You're not cooperating with them. You have no form of ID.
No,
How
sir,
did
I
you even get here?
I don't have ID. It doesn't matter. I don't have
Okay.
ID.
All right, no problem. If he's not here, is he trespassing?
Absolutely.
All right, so
100%.
So you will get trespass for him.
Yes.
All right. So if again,
Are you
if you're not-
are
if
you
you're-
ordering me to leave the building, sir?
Yeah,
Under,
but, you
under
know,
threat
we-
of under threat of arrest, sir.
No, if you're not leaving and they're gonna have you on the trespass form, you could be getting arrested for trespass.
Okay, so are you going to give me a trespass? Am I being trespassed in the building?
We got a trespass form. You have to sign. That's it. If you
Okay,
if
great.
you come
I'll do
inside-
that. Do that. Yep.
All right, no problem.
So we'll go ahead and do that route. Big mistake. You guys are opening yourself up to civil litigation here. Big mistake. But I'll take that trespass form.
Yeah, no problem.
Big mistake you guys are making here. No idea. Unconstitutional. You guys swore an oath to the Constitution. Do you think that your behavior of keeping a citizen out of a building is going to be looked upon in a positive way?
You can take a picture of that sign that says,
Do you think it's good?
please have a picture ID ready
You're
to show
enforcing
the
an
public safety
unconstitutional
officer.
sign.
That's all.
You're enforcing an unconstitutional sign. The public's not going to look too favorably on
That's fine.
on your actions here today, ma'am. And then you call the police. You call the police to enforce your policy. These are law enforcement officers. They're not policy enforcement officers,
Okay,
ma'am.
it's not our policy, it's the county's policy. So
yeah.
you want to take it up to somebody, are you?
But why
Take
would
it
you
up
call the
somebody,
police and now under threat of arrest I have to leave a public building that I helped pay for? You call the police to enforce a policy. That's what you did. Even though they're law enforcement, not policy enforcement. Ridiculous. Sir, can you grab me a supervisor too, by the way? Can you call for a supervisor? Thank you. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
How you doing today?
Hey, how you doing today, Sarge?
Good.
Can I just get your name?
Sure. Sergeant McCullough.
Sergeant McDonough. You just got promoted?
No.
Oh, okay. I figured because you said officer. But
What's going on today?
yeah, so I'm basically I wanted to speak with you because I'm being trespassed from this building.
Okay.
I'm trying to conduct business. I'm a journalist. I'm trying to conduct business here by doing a Freedom of Information Act request.
Okay.
They're not allowing me in the building because I don't have government ID.
Okay.
That's unconstitutional. You can't require somebody to have ID and show ID to enter in a building.
Okay.
It's a building that's funded by the taxpayers.
Right.
You know, for security restrictions, if you want me to pass the mag, I can understand that. You know, you want to know my name, okay, but you shouldn't have to supply ID. Now I'm being trespassed.
Okay.
So I wanted a supervisor here just so that way, you know, you understood that I'm being trespassed from a public building because I will be
Who's
pursuing
trespassing?
the public safety here.
Okay.
And your officer said that they were going to issue me a trespass warning,
Okay.
that if I return, I will be arrested.
Okay.
So I just wanted to document everything and speak to a supervisor because I will be going through with civil litigation because you can't keep somebody out of a public building. I'm just trying to get public records. Freedom of information, it's called FOIL in New York. It's a law. I have the right to public records. Doesn't say you need a show of an ID to obtain public records. Doesn't say any of that.
Okay.
I see you pointing at the sign. That sign, sir, is not a law, and that's what I'm trying to explain to you guys. You guys are law enforcement. You're not policy enforcement. You're law enforcement. So, this is what I'm trying to.
Is there any
You took an oath
documents?
to uphold the Constitution. This is in violation of my constitutional right, my Fourth Amendment right. Just like you couldn't come to me on the street and say, "Hey, sir, give me your ID right now," right? You couldn't do that. How can, when I go into a building I have a right to be in, they can force me to give me an ID, and if I don't, I'm being criminally trespassed from the building. That's what I'm saying. And they're using your authority as police officers to enforce that.
Okay. Is there any information that we could get for you?
I just would like the trespass. I would like the trespass warning that your officer over here said he was going to give me.
You would like the trespass warning?
Yes, because I'm going to take that to court and fight it. Correct.
Well, what do you mean by you want the trespass warning?
Well, he said he was going to give me a trespass warning that if I ever came back here,
Okay.
I would be arrested.
They'd have to sign a form saying that
Yeah.
you're not allowed in the building.
You said they were going to do that, correct?
Yeah, I
Okay.
spoke to them. They're trying to see if they get a form.
Okay, great.
I'm saying, like, is there any information that we can help you with?
No, just that. Other than that, and if you're okay with me being trespassed from the building, I mean, just wanted to speak to a supervisor regarding that.
I mean, I'm gonna go speak to them.
Okay.
If you have anything else?
Okay, no, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure I spoke every time I come in contact
have you
with
been
law
here before?
enforcement. No,
Okay.
first time here.
All right. So no issues in the past or anything.
No, that first time here.
Yeah, like I said, if there's any information we can help you ascertain, we'll
Okay.
be there for you.
All right, sounds good,
Is there
Sergeant.
anything, or-
No, that's it. Just, I mean, if you can give me a copy of their policy that state that, and like instead of a sign on a door, and I can actual
Let's try
because
to
the
solve the
policy needs to be, you know, I could put a sign on a door. It doesn't make it a policy. You know, you would have to have a policy written out by, you know, county executive. There's a procedure
what
for
you're saying.
things. You know what I mean? So if there's
Is
a
there-
procedure,
But in order to get to the root of the problem, is there any information that we can help you get while we're here that you're trying
just
to
the policy.
get? Oh, so you're just looking for the policy.
Just the
nothing, like,
policy.
specific with that is in the building.
No, yeah. Well, I need to see the city. I need to see the county clerk, but I'm not
You have to
allowed.
see the county clerk.
I have to see that for a FOIL request.
Okay.
But other than that, and which I'm being denied
Did they
to
give you
do.
instruction on how to see the county clerk?
They said unless I show them government ID, and I'm not showing them government ID to enter in a building.
So they're saying if you show them government ID, they'll
I
let
would
you
be
see the
able
county
to.
clerk?
Correct. That's what they're saying, and what I'm saying is that's unconstitutional. And I understand we might have difference of opinion, but the reason why I'm here today is to challenge that unconstitutional policy. And I still haven't been shown the actual policy, so I would like to see the policy. As you know, I'm sure if this is a county building, so I'm sure that the county executive or somebody that has the
So is there
authorization.
certain parts of the building you're not allowed to go in? Or you're just
No, just you're not allowed to go
building
into the
at all?
building at all without a government issued ID.
All right. All right, I'm gonna go speak to them.
All right, thanks, Sergeant.
All right.
Appreciate it. Hey, sir, I don't think I just got your name and badge number. Hey, sir. Sir,
Check your camera.
can I get your name and badge number? Check your camera. Is that your name? Check your camera. All right. Thanks, officer. Check your camera. Appreciate it. That's officer. Check your camera over there. Hey, Sarge, you should talk to your officer about properly identifying to the public.
I'll be right with you.
Okay. His name's Officer Check Your Camera. Ridiculous.
I have somebody looking for the policy for you, okay?
All right, thanks. Appreciate it. Thank you. Officer Check Your Camera. That's probably why you're not Sergeant Check Your Camera, right? It's probably why. Officer Thurston 4008. Unprofessional. Officer, check your camera. So if you're pointing to that sign. So if that sign said, for example, no blacks allowed, or no whites allowed, would you
say that, though?
But
think it would
no,
say that?
but listen. But
No,
if
but
it
listen,
if
you
it did
would
say
say-
if it did say
What's your
that,
name again?
would you still be like, oh,
What's your
that's
name again?
if it did say that,
What's your
you
name
you
again?
can call me good citizen.
Good citizen.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So if it did say that,
My
would you
name, but
would
you
you
can't
still
give me
point to
yours.
it? That's still unconstitutional to require. So that's the
Building's
point.
Policy.
That's
I
the-
don't understand why we can't just follow policy.
But that's the point. So,
No,
but
but
if the
it's that-
policy was to keep out blacks, that was a policy at one point, right?
We're done talking.
Yeah.
I'm done.
I'm sure you probably wouldn't be that upset with that policy either,
I
would
know,
you?
right? Yeah.
Would you?
right, I know. There we go.
Just policy. Why can't we follow policy?
There we go.
Just policy, right?
Ain't difficult.
Yeah. No, you are.
How?
From the moment I started talking to you,
How?
first of all, you just point to a sign and say, "It's a sign." What are we doing here? It's a sign.
All right, but that's the building's policy.
Okay, but that's my point. Would you be saying the same thing if it was a racist
That
policy?
wouldn't be the policy, though.
Okay. How would you? Okay. How would you know?
How would I know? Okay.
How would you know?
Yep. It's
It wouldn't be the policy. Maybe this won't be the policy
county
next week.
Building. They want you to show ID.
Maybe this won't be
Why
the
is that so
policy next
hard?
week. Maybe it won't be
Maybe
the
not,
policy
but
any.
It is right now.
Okay.
It is right now. Right?
Great. You're right. It is. Doesn't make it right. Doesn't make it constitutional.
Maybe not, but that's their policy right now. You want to know who walks in and out of the building. Especially when you're looking for information.
All right. So the people in there are more than helpful. They're gonna be willing to help you with anything you need. You just got to go through the security thing, and
Okay.
you're welcome to go in there.
All right. Thanks, Sergeant.
Come on in.
Appreciate it.
Plus, it's a little warmer in here, you know.
We scan your driver's license here, and what that does is it gives you your visitor's pass. It's a procedure that's required by everybody. Right? You get your keys, phone, everything out of your pocket, that's metal.
Please, sir, the only thing is you
know
don't
where you're
record in the
going?
building, you can record outside.
All right, man. We're not gonna. I'm not gonna stop recording. So we're just. I guess we ran into another hiccup here.
Easy stuff, DBA.
It's my constitutional right.
It's okay, no, sir, I have to, they say.
You just got to go through the security.
Okay. Sorry.
Oh, you went back on the line?
Yeah. Thank you. Where's the city clerk? I mean the county clerk.
They're gonna help you.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Hi, sir.
Hi.
Joanne. How can I help you?
Hi. What was your name?
Joanne.
Joanne. Nice to meet you, Joanne.
Nice to meet you. What can we help you with today?
I just wanted to do a FOIL request.
Okay, but you could do that online.
Okay.
We don't actually do the FOIL request here. So what you do is you can go home, go to a library, Nassau County Clerk.
You don't have a FOIL form here?
We do not have the FOIL forms here. No, you can do it online. The forms are all online.
Oh, okay. So you're saying Joanne, there's no procedure of doing a FOIL request in the building?
No, we don't do that.
Not the county clerk? What if I needed court records? All of it is online?
You can do court records here, you can do land records, but an actual FOIL request, the application is online. What it does, then it goes to where it needs to go, and then they divvy it out to whether it's the clerk's office or the treasurer or wherever.
Okay. And then court records I would do here, though?
Not a FOIL request, but if you
But
wanted
court
to look at
records.
court records, yes.
Okay. And that would be
Is that
through
what you
your
want?
office?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just going to ask you not to record because of our documents. That's
These might
all.
help you also. Guide to obtaining vital documents
Uh-huh.
and a guide to the office of the county clerk.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to turn off my camera, so, I mean, I guess
The only thing is we can't, because of the sensitivity of our documents,
they're public documents.
not all documents, not all court records are public documents.
Well, I wouldn't be recording all court records just
I
by...
don't want to be recorded.
Well, technically
that's-
you already are, but it doesn't matter. I mean, at the end of the day, ma'am, I'm not going to
What
keep
is it?
going back
Tell
and
us-
forth.
Right, exactly. What is it that you need?
I told you I went to check out some court records.
Okay, do you have your index number and everything?
No, I'm going to look it up on my phone. Look it up on my phone. But it's fine. So you're saying there's no... I just want to make it clear for my story. It's how to obtain public records. And obviously it's been very difficult today. But the only way to do a Freedom of Information Law request, a FOIL request, is to do it online.
Yes.
Okay. And what if that person didn't have the capabilities? That's why it's a little bit...
I'm going to get you a FOIL officer. So
Okay,
hold
yeah,
on, this
maybe.
way you can get the
Great,
right correct.
thank you.
And if you needed internet access, like
Yeah,
any public library,
any public library.
Free
But I'm
internet
saying, what if
access.
they were disabled or they didn't have...
I
They
think
didn't know...
they
They
have
didn't,
services for the disabled in the
like
county.
they didn't know how to
They might
use a
be able to
computer or something like that. Some people are older and don't know how to use a computer. I want to make sure it's available to everybody, not just like, people who are computer savvy.
Yep.
That's all.
You're exercising your constitutional rights. I think that's awesome.
Correct. Thanks, man. Appreciate it, Sergeant.
Okay, so this is Tom. He's our FOIL officer.
Hi, Tom. Nice to meet you, Tom.
Nice to meet you.
Hi. I just wanted to make sure, can I do a FOIL request here?
Yeah, but you have to do it through the online system on the website because I have to be able to keep track of everything. And if I need to contact the county attorney who I respond to, I have everything that I can send them.
Correct.
So,
Yeah.
and
I just like to make sure. I like to make sure that it's that we can. I can always do it online.
All the time, and I'll answer you within, usually fairly quickly.
I understand that. I just want to say for people who, for example, don't know how to use the computer or wouldn't have access to a computer. I understand there's libraries and things.
Yeah.
But who didn't know how to use a computer, perhaps, or an elderly person. I wanted to make sure that is that
Right now,
service.
it's the only way.
It's the only way to conduct that
until
service.
Until they figure something else out, that's what we have to do.
There's
So
no
I have to be able-
there's no form, like you've never heard of it. And you're the FOIL officer here?
Correct, yes.
Okay, for the county?
For the county clerk.
For the county clerk.
Agency
has their own FOIL officer.
Correct. And we
Gotcha.
all report to the county attorney. So
And you all report to the county attorney?
Correct.
Okay, and who's the county attorney?
right now, I'm not sure.
Okay.
I deal with
I have-
a few different deputies, so
Okay.
so
Okay.
it's not just one person.
Okay. All right. I got you. Thank you. I
It's
appreciate
really
it.
easy. Just go to the website, you make sure you click the right office,
Mm-hmm.
because you can go anywhere, and just fill it out. And I get back to you usually within 5 to 10 days.
So what I'm gonna do, moving forward, I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna call the county attorney's office, and I'm gonna figure out, because the FOIL requests are a law, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that even though there might not be a way to do it in person, they're supposed to be according to the law.
Okay.
So maybe we can fix that going forward.
That's who you would have to talk to about that.
And I would talk to the county
Yeah,
attorney.
absolutely.
All right. Thank you, Tom. Appreciate it. Joanna, thank you.
Very welcome.
Thank you, guys. Sergeant, appreciate you.
Also,
Thank
another
you.
suggestion: maybe write a letter to the clerk.
Yeah.
Maybe if they can improve their procedures.
Yeah, for sure.
And hopefully they'll get back to you.
For sure. And I'll definitely be giving a ring to the county attorney here. Thanks, Sergeant. Appreciate it. Have a good one. Stay safe out there. Thank you. Take care.
Today was more than just an audit, it was a stand for the Constitution. No ID should be required to enter a public building funded by the people. Policies can't override rights. But change doesn't come easy. It takes persistence, pressure, and people willing to say no to unlawful rules. Keep standing tall, stay respectful, and remember, the Constitution wasn't written for convenience. It was written for moments like this. What began as a simple First Amendment audit turned into a shocking act of violence, right on the steps of Baton Rouge City Hall. A journalist peacefully filming was met not with dialogue, but force, shoved, pushed, and allegedly thrown down the stairs by constables who claimed authority they didn't have. No warnings, no lawful orders, just raw aggression, all on camera. But how did it escalate so quickly? Let's take a closer look.
Clerk of the court. Welcome to City Hall, the directory. So public information is on the 3rd floor. So the 2nd floor we're here. We have the registrar of voters. Sheriff's Civil Division over here.
Sir, do you need some help?
I'm sorry?
Do you need some help?
No, no. I don't
Why are
need
you
help.
filming East Baton Rouge Sheriff's Office?
The East Baton Rouge Sheriff's Office? Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Let's see. You are? Let's see. Deputy Champagne, do you have, excuse me. Get BB and call back up. Get BB and call back up.
Call backup for what? Can I get your name, ma'am? What are you calling backup for? She's calling BB and she's calling for backup. For what? For filming the East Baton Rouge Sheriff's Department? Doesn't seem like that big of a deal. Inside of a public building, City Hall. I guess backup has arrived. How you guys doing today? How you doing? I guess more backup arrived. Excuse me, sir?
Turn the record off.
Turned it off?
Yes.
For what?
Turn it off now.
Sir, I would ask you to. I would ask you to de-escalate. You're putting your hands on me. You need to stop.
Turn it off.
Yes, you
record in the
can.
building.
This is a public building, like you just said.
This is a government building.
No,
You work for Internal Affairs,
that's right. Now,
and you're acting
turn-
like this.
Turn it off.
I'm not turning it off, and you don't touch me again. I'm leaving.
Right.
For what? This is a First Amendment protected activity.
Okay, disobeying officer.
This is
Read
not.
your right.
This is
Your
not
right to
disobeying.
be
This is a
inside.
constitution. Get me a supervisor, please. This is a
Supervisor
constitutionally.
right now.
This is a constitutionally protected activity, sir. I'm
Okay.
not breaking any laws.
You not.
No
I'm not
filming
breaking
in the
any
building,
laws.
sir.
You're opening up
Out,
yourself
out,
up for
out,
civil
out,
litigation.
Out.
You guys are
Out.
unbelievable.
Out.
What is your name?
William.
What? Williams? And what's your name?
Cartwright.
Cartwright?
Come on out.
Why it says S. Bell? Why are you lying?
S. Bell, that's
Why are you lying about your name? Why are you lying?
Sir, don't talk to me like that. Get out of
Why are you lying? Stop pushing me out the building. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Get out the building.
What's wrong with you?
Get out of
Give
the
me your
building.
supervisor. Give me.
You cannot record.
Oh, yeah, right. Thank you.
Give me your supervisor. Give me your supervisor. Give me your supervisor. Get me your supervisor. Oh my God. You saw it, right? Come on, man. My ankle. They don't push me down the stairs. Can I get your number, man? Can you just tell them to me on camera so I can? I'm not gonna post it nowhere for your number, but I'll take it down to my phone. Hold on, please. No, man. They just man. It's my constitutional right. What's your number?
Public building.
Yeah, it's a public building. Thank you. You saw I wasn't doing anything wrong. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I'll give you a ring. Yes, exactly. I'm peacefully exercising my right. Excuse me, sir. I'm talking to this deputy right here. I was just assaulted by, I don't know who. He said a constable. I showed him the video. A constable, some other deputies.
Okay.
They pushed me out of City Hall and threw me down the stairs. And it's all on video. My ankle's hurting.
They threw you down the
They
stairs?
threw me down the stairs. I have it on video. They threw me down the stairs. Do you know why? Because I was peacefully exercising a constitutionally protected right,
But if
which
you
is
can't
filming.
If you can't film in there,
There is no policy against filming in there, and plus I have a constitutional right to film in there. And even if that was the case, you trespass me from the building. You don't throw me out of the building.
okay, let me call him.
And you're a sergeant? Yeah, come here. Come here. You're gonna pay for this legally.
You're not going to start hurting people.
I said legally, sir. Legally. That is not a threat. That is not a threat. The Supreme Court has ruled you cannot threaten somebody with legal action. That's not considered a threat. He's one of the ones that assaulted me, sir. I got it on video. You're nothing but a thug. A thug with a badge. And I got a witness, sir, who said he's willing to write a statement. He was walking out the same time as me. Here is the guy who assaulted me. I didn't break the law. I'm not giving you no ID. You need to have reasonable articulable suspicion that I broke in the law in order to demand ID. And your sergeant should know that.
Listen to me. You invading these people's privacy in the
You have no expectation of privacy in public,
you
sir.
interrupting me while I'm talking.
Okay, go ahead.
You up here videotaping these people on their job. You can't do that.
They are public servants, sir. I sure
You cannot
can.
video people. No, you can't.
Yes, I can. They're public servants. There's
You
no
don't know. You don't
expectation.
know.
There's no what law did I break, sir? What law did I break?
You broke Privacy Act. You can't video people.
Common sense. Are you common sense enforcement?
You can't do no government
Are you
building.
common sense
You
enforcement?
don't even know who you are.
You lied about. He lied about his name. I asked him what his name was. He said something totally different from what's on his shirt.
Let's see ID card.
I have not broken the law. Are you going to arrest me if I don't give you ID?
I'm at the time you get the ID because
Sergeant, I'm asking. Sergeant, you know I'm in a public. Sergeant,
Let me speak to him.
Yeah.
That would be okay.
Wait.
Okay.
you better relax, man. You're about to. You already violated my You already violated my constitutional rights, and you cannot just get ID from me unless I've broken the law.
I need your ID to write my report.
No, you do not.
Yes, I do.
You can put good citizen in it. You'll get it when I sue you. You'll get it when I sue you. How about that?
We'll see.
Yeah, we will see. S. Bell,
Go ahead and talk to him.
Sergeant,
Okay.
Sergeant Shavers.
Here's the thing. I know the videos on YouTube. We use them as a training thing.
I hope. So. Obviously not, sir.
Right. Well, not everybody sees all the videos. Some people don't even YouTube. Some people don't even Facebook. They don't see the videos. But the thing is, if there is a provision in this building, since it is a governmental building, it's not technically a private or a public building, it's a governmental building. If there's a provision for no videoing, then you cannot video in there unless you do the request for public records release.
That's what I was trying to do, a public records. That's why I'm working
Right,
on a
but
story for City
You
Hall.
can't video until you get permission. Once you get the records.
I respectfully disagree. It's a City Hall, sir. It's open
Right,
to the
but
public.
It's a
paid,
governmental building.
but it's a public building. It's paid for by taxpayers.
Correct.
And there is no signs.
But
There's
it is a governmental
there.
building.
Okay.
It's not a Walmart.
That doesn't. I understand that it's not a private thing.
Okay, I just wanted to make
No,
sure.
I understand it's not a private building.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is there's no signs, number one. And even if there was, the correct thing to do for these officers to do were to be to trespass me from the building.
Correct.
Which would mean me voluntarily walking out of the building.
But
That's
I
it.
didn't see any of that.
Okay, but I have it on video
Hold
of them
on,
throwing me
hold
out of the
on, hold
building.
on. I'm not on your video. Well, I mean, I am.
No,
now.
but I have video of it.
Listen to me, okay? I was not on the steps. I was not even outside to witness this. So I'm not saying you're a liar. I'm not saying he's a liar. Whatever happened, happened. Whether you have it on video, that's good. You have your ammunition to do whatever you need to do with it.
Yeah, I want to press charges. That's what I want to do with
That's
it.
fine. That's absolutely.
It's
whatever.
on video, and I could
That's
show it to you
whatever
right
can
now.
do. I don't need to see it.
Why don't you need to see a crime, sir? It's a crime.
Because it's not, like I said, I wasn't there. I didn't see this. You have
That
an
makes
actual
logically
complaint.
that makes no sense. That's somebody robbed the bank and you weren't there at the bank to see them rob the bank. So you didn't see it, so there's nothing you can do.
But the thing is, I just heard from another witness that you did not fall.
But I didn't.
So, you did not fall. You knelt down. That's what I heard. That's what I was told.
But I can show you on video.
I don't need to see the video.
Okay.
The video, that is your evidence to do whatever you need. So I tell you what, let me call my supervisor.
Okay.
Hey, Chief.
Hey, man, how are you?
I'm doing well. Well, not too well.
Someone out here to take your report, but so you're pressing charges against him, correct?
Correct. I want to press charges against both of the officers that threw me down the steps.
They threw you down the steps.
I have it on video.
You have it on video?
That is correct. I have it on, and I have a witness that he gave me his number. His name is Ronald. Yes. He was walking outside of City Hall with me at the same time. Okay. And as he was leaving, he said that I will be a witness. I saw what they did to you. I will write a statement.
What I need you to do for me, if you're filing a complaint against my two officers, I need you to come to my office and see my internal affairs guy and fill out a report, and we'll carry it on. We'll do an internal investigation, and I'll notify my supervisor, if that's fine with you.
Wait, what's going on, baby?
Ma'am, I was filming. I was peacefully filming in City Hall. I'm a journalist. I was gathering content for a story. This gentleman over here and another gentleman that just left, they came up to me, said you can't record in a public building. It's illegal to record in a public building. I told them I have a constitutional right to film in public. We have freedom of press in this country. They grabbed me, pushed me in the elevator. I said, okay, I'll leave. They take me out of here, and I said, what's your name? As they're pushing me out the door, I said, what's your name? He tells me a name. I forgot it now, but he tells me a name that's not his name. He lies to me. Okay. I said, yes, not your name. Your name says S. Bell on it.
What do you expect us to do?
So, and then he took me. Let me finish, please. Okay. And then he took me, and then he threw me down the steps right here in front of a witness, where I'm hurt. My ankle's hurt. I'm going to urgent care over it to get it X-rayed. But again, completely unconstitutional, violation of my rights, and it's all on video, ma'am. It's completely. And then he says, "Give me your ID, or you're going to go to jail." He says, because I said, for what? I said, I haven't committed a crime. Your officers don't seem to know the law. You need reasonable, articulable suspicion to demand ID from somebody that they've committed a crime.
So listen to me right now, okay?
I'm listening.
We're here to ask you exactly what do you expect from us? What do you want us to do? And what
I want to press charges against the two officers who blatantly assaulted me on camera.
So take them to the office and have a seat and write out your statement or whatever you want to do.
And I could give you the number for the witness as well.
That's fine. They'll take you
so you can contact the witness.
Okay.
All right.
And you are Constable Williams?
Constable Williams, yes, sir.
And Chief Hatch, Byron Hatch. I'm going to record inside the building. Then we're not going to go inside the building. It's a public building, sir.
Now I'm gonna need you to do me a favor when we start taking all your information and stuff like that. I need you to stop recording. I know it's your Second Amendment. It's your right to be able to record in a public building, but I asked due to our investigation that you let us.
Sir, I was just, to all due respect, I was just assaulted by two law enforcement officers. I don't trust anybody, so I can't stop recording. So whatever that needs to happen, that I can't.
Hold on 1 second.
I'll wait right here.
Run everything down, or call your phone number, your information for me. When you finish, I'll come out. I'll give you about maybe 10-15 minutes. I'll come back out, get it from you.
Okay.
And then we'll go from there.
Okay.
Make sure you leave us our contact number.
Okay.
So we can reach you. Okay.
Okay.
Let you know what transpired.
Okay.
Okay.
Will do.
All right. All right. Do you have your ID on you?
I don't have an ID on me. I can give you my full name though and date of birth.
Yeah, just put all that in.
I'll put that in here, okay? And also, how would I get you guys the video? And can I put down the witnesses?
Yes.
There was a witness that was walking out, and he had to go to work.
I'm gonna give you an email address so you can send it to us.
Okay, yeah, because he said he was willing to write a statement. He saw the whole thing too.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Put all this information there.
All right, we'll do.
And you got that. You can record on that.
Yeah.
If you do, we're gonna get our internal affairs guys, so you're gonna have to write some kind of way. Maybe he can get in touch with you.
No. I'm gonna put my name, my date of birth. I'll give you all my information.
I'm not even looking at it. This is going to our internal affairs.
Okay.
Department since allegedly.
It was one of the internal affairs. One of the people was internal. I saw it said IA. One of the gentlemen that was pushing me. He didn't give me his name, but it says IA on it.
Okay.
So
we'll look into it. Just write.
I just don't want the guy who did it to be investigating
If you
it.
can, write down the information that you know.
No, I'll write down everything and the witness and everything.
Thank you.
All right. All right, guys, let's fill this up.
This wasn't just a physical assault. It was an attack on the Constitution. Being thrown down a flight of stairs for recording in a public building is beyond unacceptable. It's a sign of unchecked authority run wild. But accountability is coming. With the lawsuit filed, medical evidence documented, and witnesses ready, the message is clear. We, the people, won't be silenced. We will hold these public officials responsible, not with violence, but with the law.